Cancers, welcome to your weekly reading for April 22nd to the 29th. We're going to be taking a look into the energy of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships, with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but I do suggest you watch the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos for your sign that come out throughout the week. All right, so also, if you would like a personal reading, you can contact me at oracleintuitions.com. And if you click if this reading resonated with you, please click like, please click subscribe. And if you hit the notification bell, you will be notified when we go live on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock p.m., where we do live readings right here on the channel. All right, so let's get into it and let's see what's coming through for our Cancers. Within the mind, we have adjudication. All right, within the body or external circumstances, we have poverty, and message from spirit is occupation. So I get some sort of energy here of, now when we talk about poverty, there could be some sort of circumstances for you in particular. And again, it's not going to resonate with everybody, but we are going to clarify. But I do get some sort of circumstances where there may be a poverty type of mindset that's coming through here. All right. Or perhaps for some of you, there may have been a loss of some sort, or maybe some sort of adjudication that's coming through. So when we have this adjudication, for me, when I look at this, it reminds me of the Judgment card. Okay. And I feel like what is happening here, I'm really getting this energy, and again, we're going to clarify, but it feels like a poverty mindset. Okay, I don't feel that things are really as bad as you may, have in your mind or have in your head, or maybe you're looking at circumstances in some sort of negative fashion. But we have to remember that with when we look at the Judgment card from tarot, but this is adjudication, I feel very similar to this. We have to remember that the universe doesn't really care what our circumstances are. It's really going to be about the way that we think and the way that we act. And it feels like for some of you, you may be in this place where you're, okay, but I did this and this person did that, so I'm just counteracting what they did, but what they did was worse. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? It kind of feels like you're trying to justify something in some way. This even could be somebody, it could be a cross watcher, or it could be your person that's in this place of trying to justify some sort of action or some sort of mindset. It's sort of like this mindset of, yeah, but everything kind of sucks right now, so I'm just continuing to think in a negative way. But the universe doesn't really look at that. I do feel that for some of you, it feels like you're trying to get above this, okay? You're trying to move past this. You might be putting more energy into your occupation. Now, the message that I'm getting from Spirit in regards to occupation is, it does feel like Spirit is saying to you, continue moving forward, all right? You might be very concentrated on changing your occupation. Maybe perhaps you're working on your occupation. Maybe this is, self-employment in some way. It does feel like this energy here, that you're putting this energy into some sort of financial goals. But are you doing it from a poverty mindset, or are you doing it from a mindset that is prosperous? Okay, and that's what I keep getting here. Because within the mind, or within the mental state, it feels like you're trying to justify something, or trying to spin it in your head, I guess, that makes kind of makes sense to you, that it makes you feel a little bit better, so that you're trying to see things, okay, well, things are sucking, but you're trying to justify it. Whereas really what Spirit is saying to you, when you change that mindset, or when you change that view towards something, this is where you're going to see that prosperity coming through. So let's clarify that adjudication. We have the Eight of Swords. See, it feels like you're holding yourself back on something. It feels like you're not allowing your mind, or your body to I guess perform at its best, or to really look at things in a positive way. When we have that Eight of Swords coming in, this is our own energy that's holding us back. All right. And we have to remember that there's really nothing on the exterior that's holding us down or holding us back or tying us up. It's really our own mindset, or it's our own perspective. All right. And this is what I feel is happening. So we also got, yeah, the Queen of Swords coming through, and it does, you know, the Four of Swords. So I feel like for some of you, you might be in this place of inactivity. Maybe for some of you, you're doing some sort of healing in something, you know, towards something. But I'm also getting here with this Queen of Swords, it feels like you might have cut something out. Okay, you might have let something go. I feel like the Queen of Swords is also saying to you, it's time to be really honest with yourself. Right? It's time to be really, are you holding yourself back, or are you allowing others to hold you back? Because there really shouldn't be anything holding back. I feel like for some of you, it's also telling you, take a rest. Okay, maybe this is a time to just take a rest, regather yourself, and move forward. But move forward without this poverty mindset, you know, that's being played. For some of you, it could be like you're focusing in on a particular situation that you feel, you know, brought some sort of that you're waiting for a justice to come through, or you're waiting for some sort of judgment to come through. But in the meantime, you're holding yourself back from being in a positive mindset. You're holding yourself back from, you know, enjoying life. It feels like this is something that might feel like it's weighing you down or holding, you know, tying you up, right? We also got the Six of Pentacles coming through. Again, with that poverty mindset, we've got the Two of Pentacles. And we got the Princess of Cups. So I really get here, for some of you, might be in this energy where you're, you know, I'm looking at the Six of Pentacles. I'm looking at the adjudication. And again, I'm kind of thinking that you have this, idea in your head, like I'm a giving person. I'm, you know, I give towards others. I do all these things for other people. Why aren't things working out? Why do I have to keep juggling? Or why do I feel like I'm in this place where I can't relax. I can't, you know, stay still, or I can't be in a place of comfort, or I can't be in this place of just feeling settled. Like it feels like you're a lot of activity within the mind. And what I'm getting here is because you have been that giving person, all right? Maybe people haven't always given back to you, but at the same time, it feels like you're trying to justify one situation. It like, again, you're focusing in on one particular situation where I feel that you don't need to be focusing in on. You need to remove yourself from that situation. Let things play out the way that they're supposed to play out. I feel like for some of you, you're trying to justify, well, I'm a really good person, so this situation should work out. But it feels like maybe that situation has nothing to do with your, you know, your other really good deeds or your other giving qualities. Okay, it feels like a separate situation. So you might be focused in on, but I'm, you know, I do all of this and this. It's like you're trying to justify, maybe justify actions in some way, or justify why you're, you know, holding yourself back or feeling stuck. And it feels like you have to remove some sort of blame, or you have to remove or change the focus of something in order to just continue to move forward. I feel like Spirit is saying to you, yeah, you are a giving person. You are this, you are that. But, you know, at the same time, you have to remove this mindset of that poverty, or, you know, feeling like you're not, that things aren't working out or things aren't coming forward. All right. Because you're the only one that's holding yourself back in this situation, or, you know, in current situations. So let's look at occupation. We have that Knight of Wands. King of Pentacles, beautiful card. And we have the High Priestess. I feel like you already know this. I feel like for some of you, this is just some sort of validation for you in regards to this energy. I really do. I feel like for some of you, you're looking at this and you know exactly what you need to let go of. Now, we've got this Knight of Wands with the King of Pentacles. So these are very good cards as far as when it comes to, you know, working towards what it is that you're desiring, or what sort of pinnacle that you want to reach within your career, or perhaps, you know, this could have to do with relationships. It could have to do with any aspect within your life. You've got all the tools tools is what I keep hearing. You've got everything that you need in order to reach that success that you've been desiring. We've also got this high priestess in here who is guiding you, and this is your own intuition. And I feel like you know to remove yourself from whatever, is holding you back. It's time to stand up. It's time to, move forward. It's time to let go of whatever this, is keeping you back from accomplishing the success that you've been desiring. It's all within your own mind. It's all within your own mindset. And if you continue in that manner where you're just, sort of mourning things that you have no control of, it feels like, that adjudication, all right? That judgment. I remember that judgment doesn't care, where you think that you may have put all of this energy, right? It doesn't work like that. We have to continue putting all, just because we're a good person or, we've done this or we've done that, we can't justify that all the time. We can't sit there and go, okay, I've done all of this, so I should be receiving all of this good. Sometimes we have to continue working towards what it is that we're desiring, towards what it is that we're manifesting. So you can't get into this place of that poverty mindset just because you don't see it coming to fruition yet. I do feel that success coming through, especially with that King of Pentacles presenting himself, right? This is somebody very successful. This is somebody who's worked his way up the ladder. He hasn't done it by, just sitting back. He's worked, in all of, let's say he's the CEO of a company. He's worked from the mailroom up. And that's what he represents. And this is what I keep getting from Spirit. It's like, just because you might have, all of this experience, or maybe because you have all of this knowledge, or maybe because, you've done all of this good deeds, you still have to keep working towards what it is that you're trying to create, especially in that workforce or that work field. Now, again, it may not have to do with work. It may just have to do with any other aspect within your life. But it's the same principle. So let's get a closing message from Spirit, and then we're going to take a look into recent past, current energies, and possible outcomes for relationships, okay? So I feel like what Spirit is saying to you is that it's all in your head right now. Like it's you that's holding you back, and it's time to let that go. Time to let that go, and time to step up, step forward, and create that future that it is that you want, all right? And especially if you're holding on to, if you're looking at something, let's say you're in an office, and I'm just using this as an example, and, there's a promotion coming or something's happening, and you're like, yeah, but I probably won't get it because, so-and-so is so much better. They're already good friends, or whatever it is. And it's like you're making excuses. But I've done so much for the company. I should get it. Meanwhile, so-and-so is doing the work that is necessary for this promotion. Right? They're doing that current energy for this promotion, and that one might be what's noticed, and that's where you need to step up. So that's just a general example of what it is that I'm talking about. All right. Communicating freely. I communicate from the depths of my being, right? And I feel like for some of you, you've been really holding back, okay? And this doesn't have to do with communication directly, although we did have that Queen of Swords energy where it does talk about honesty, truthfulness, really cutting to the chase, right? It's bringing that energy forward, and that could be to, a particular person, or it could be energy in general where you're talking to yourself, communicating honestly to yourself, and ask yourself those really hard questions. Am I putting all the work in that I possibly can at this particular moment to achieve the dream that I want to dream? Or achieve the dream that I desire, right? I communicate from the depths of my being. So that means, open up, be vulnerable, be very truthful, really look deeply into, yourself and what it is that you're asking for and what it is that you're presenting to the universe. And this is what I'm getting. So let's take a look at relationships, and we're going to look into the recent past, current energy, and upcoming outcomes for Cancers. That one did not want to go. 3 shuffles. First card is flow. Okay, so this is recent past. We also have open up. And we have new vitality, beautiful energy. On the bottom of the deck, we also have control. So these are the things that, you know, Spirit may want to discuss with you, or Spirit wants you to be aware of. And it does feel like control. I feel like what Spirit is saying here, let go of the control. Go with the flow. It feels like for some of you, you might have been putting some sort of control onto a particular situation, or maybe perhaps you were in this place of, you know, wanting it to go a particular way, a really certain way, that even may be coming where that, or that may even be, I can't speak, that might even be where that adjudication is coming from. All right. It's like, yeah, but I'm such a good person, or I'm so nice, or I do all of these things for people. Why doesn't this person like me? Why is this person doing this? I don't deserve to be treated that way. Well, you know, nobody deserves to be treated in a way that, you know, that's not in a way that's respectful and decent and kind and all of that. If somebody is treating you that way, you know, that's where you may have to take that step back, or walk away, and nothing's holding you from doing that. That's just your own mindset that might be keeping you trapped. Okay. But what I'm also getting here is it does feel that there's this, interesting energy. It's really quite beautiful, actually, especially with this new vitality, this Ace of Wands coming through. So recent past, it feels like for some of you, you might be in this energy, or you might have been in this energy where you're now starting to release that control. Okay, because that control, this is like, you know, it can also have to do with like that 8 of Swords type of energy. It's like, you know, you're controlling yourself, you're holding yourself back, you're feeling tied up. And I do feel that for some of you, you may have got into the knowledge or the awareness that it's time to let go and just let things, you know, start to flow, and let things present themselves how they're supposed to present themselves. We have this balance coming through, especially with that flow card. So it feels really, the Chariot. It feels like things are changing, okay? Changing within your mind, changing within your body, changing, you know, the way you're looking at things in a new, different way, a new vitality. So current energy, look at this. We've got coming together, we've got refusing to see, and we've also got listen. So this is the second time that the High Priestess has come up. It feels like you really need to listen to your intuition, and I feel like you are, especially with this being in the current energy. But we've also got this Two of Cups energy that's, you know, coming together. I do feel, I'm going to clarify this let's clarify this Two of Swords card. So we have success and growth. We have well-deserved reward. Yeah, and nurture, Empress card. So I feel like through your own nurturing, or your own taking care of yourself, your own birthing of a new, you know, new set of abundance in some way, a new sense of something coming forward, especially with this vitality card. It feels like you're letting go of a situation and allowing this new energy to come through. I actually really like this. I feel like for some of you, when it comes to that coming together, there could be a new partnership that's that has presented itself, and you're ready to receive it. You might be in this place of wanting a new partnership, or you're ready to open up to that partnership, even if it's a current one in some way. Feels like things again are changing, and they're changing for the positive. I feel like this refusing to see, this is that Two of Swords stagnant energy. I feel like for some of you, you were so held back, or felt like you were so tied up, or you felt, you know, you were going through a healing of some sort, or, you know, not being able to break free of old or past ties. But now, because you were listening to your intuition, you're now allowing yourself to take that step forward. This even could have to do with somebody else where they've moved past that stagnant energy and presenting to you this energy of coming together. This is actually quite beautiful. So let's take a look into upcoming energies. So we have the Nine of Wands coming through. We also have the Lover's card and the Strengthening Bonds. I feel like you're preparing for something new. I feel like you're preparing for something new. It's like you're ready now. It's like you're ready now to bring forth. It feels like you're ready now to date, or you're ready now to, have a stronger or deeper commitment with somebody. I do feel like in the past that maybe that's where that poverty mindset was coming from, is it could have to have done with relationships. Same with that Eight of Swords. It's like you were holding yourself back from possibly going into a deeper commitment or a deeper relationship in some way, maybe because of past hurt, or maybe perhaps because there wasn't a justice of some sort in past relationships. But it feels like you're now ready to move forward. You're now ready to accept. You're now ready to open up that heart. I really like this energy. All right. It feels like you're coming into your own strength, Cancers, is what I keep getting here. So let's get some clarification. It might even have to do with, your person or somebody that, you have that connection with. But I feel like this is more your energy. All right. Yeah, look at this. Passion. Insane chemistry. You like each other equally. Having fun. I feel like you're ready for that next step, or that next level, or that next step in commitment. This could be you. It could be your person. It could be the both of you. Okay, it feels like things are opening up now, and you're ready to ready to take that next step. You might even be thinking about marriage, or maybe moving in together, or just dating on a more committed plane here. But this is what I'm receiving. Look at this. We also have separation. So sadness, missing you, thinking about you. I do feel that for some of you, this was holding you back. This could have been something that, again, from the past. You might have been in this place where, because there was a separation, you were in that Eight of Swords energy where you weren't ready to let go of the pain or the hurt. I'm also getting here is that you needed a separation from somebody or something in order to see the beauty of this relationship. All right? Or this upcoming relationship. In some way, you did a lot of healing. Okay, even strengthening the bonds with yourself. Again, listening to your higher self, listening to your intuition. And I feel like a separation for some of you, or maybe it was a step back from dating, or maybe you just weren't interested in dating for some reason. But because of this, you're now ready to move forward. It was like this alone time, or whatever alone time you did experience, was absolutely a necessary part of this process going to the next level. And we have Girl with a Snake, empath or narcissistic paradigm, being charmed or used, enable, and boundaries. So we're going to clarify that a little bit. But again, I do feel that could be old energy. Okay. It feels like you needed to have that separation in order to strengthen your own boundaries, in order to strengthen that knowledge. Again, we have that, High Priestess coming in. It's like you're now able to recognize energies that are no longer good for you, or no longer there for you. Especially with Cancers, they can be very empathic, right? And they can really pick up on the energies of other people, especially if they're in an ungrounded sense of self. So sometimes, taking that step back, learning to ground yourself, being in this place of being stronger, really allows us to come forward and to move, take that next step by recognizing where our boundaries need to be, and where what we need to strengthen within ourselves. We also had this Nine of Wands energy where it does sometimes talk about boundaries, right? We're setting up our boundaries. We're, finding our own strength, taking a break, taking a step back. And I do feel that for many of you, that might have been the, what happened here. All right, so let's take a look. First card, yeah, you are the Quadrant, a person you know, boyfriend, fiance, spouse, love interest. I feel like somebody new is coming in, either new or a new energy. All right, it feels like things again. You're recognizing who isn't and who is good for you. Because of the fact that you took some time to yourself, but you broke away from those chains, or you broke away from some sort of poverty mindset or poverty thinking, or looking at things like everything was negative, especially maybe perhaps in relationships. But now that you're in this place of strength, and I feel like somebody is coming forward, either presenting a new energy or just presenting a deeper commitment, or it could even be somebody new that's making an appearance here. All right. Yeah, we've got clouds, thoughts, problems, doubt, hesitation, beyond view. Again, old energy. You know what? It kind of feels like, for what I'm getting here, Cancer, it's like I really get this energy where you're allowing things to open up, but then fears or thoughts come in, these clouded thoughts come in, and you hold yourself back. And I feel like this is what you need to continue to move past, okay? You have your boundaries definitely set, or you're about to set your boundaries in some way, but I keep feeling that it's almost like you put up these walls, and then, you do the healing, and then you let the walls down. But I feel like what's happening here is that when you have those walls up, you do go into possibly a darker place, okay? Where again, you're coming from this energy of why would things work out, or this happened in the past, or whatever it is, whatever is bringing about those doubts or those fears. And it's like you're moving forward, but you're also at the same time, when you move forward a little bit, you kind of close down again. And I feel like this is what needs to be let go of. This is what needs to be released. Yeah. Trophy. Look at this. Win, victory, reputation, success. We already had that Six of Swords energy come through. What I'm getting here is you've done the work. Okay, I really get that you have done the work that is needed. All right. I don't feel that there's this fear that needs to continue to come up or present itself. I feel like you also recognize the fact that you've done the work, but again, it's almost like you come forward, and then you have this little bit of lack of confidence, and you go back again, or you get scared or something, or you're scared to move forward, or you're scared to, you feel like you're hanging on to something. So I'm really getting here, Cancers, that I feel like success is coming in, but you have to allow it. You have to allow it. And if you keep closing down and paying attention to the fear, how are you going to allow this love to come through? And I feel like this is what Spirit is saying to you. So it's time to open that heart and allow those next movements, however they're supposed to be, allow them to present themselves. So I truly hope that this has helped, Cancers. Thank you so much for watching. If this reading has resonated with you, please click like. Please click the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and click the notification bell so you are notified when we go live on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock p.m. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Many blessings.